Hey everyone, and welcome back to today's Explainer. So we spent a ton of time talking about global pollution, right? Usually in these massive, abstract terms. But today, we're zooming way in. We're breaking down a super immediate, highly localized danger that is happening right in our own communities. We're going to look at exactly how a casual, everyday human habit creates a totally devastating consequence for one very specific animal.
Okay, let's dive into this. When you think about plastic litter, your mind probably jumps straight to, oceans, sea turtles, or those massive landfills. But our source material for today challenges us to look much, much closer to home, literally right out the window of our cars. When a piece of plastic gets tossed onto the pavement, who actually pays the price? Well, the answer might really surprise you.
All right, moving into Section 1, the plastic litter crisis, a localized danger.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how carefully our source narrows the definition of this crisis. We aren't talking about huge industrial dumping today. No, the plastic litter crisis is defined specifically as the dangerous accumulation of discarded plastic waste located on public roads. It completely reframes the road itself, not just as a pathway to get from point A to point B, but as a primary environmental hazard.
And this simple equation really drives the reality home. Plastic on roads equals a hidden danger. We've absolutely got to stop viewing an empty bag or a discarded wrapper on the shoulder as just, a visual eyesore. The source makes it crystal clear here. This is an active, lingering threat.
Which brings us to Section 2, Danger on the Roads, Human Habit and Harm.
Look at the stark contrast we have here between a brief human action and a lasting environmental consequence. On one side, public littering is just this brief, careless action, right? I mean, it takes what, less than a second to roll down a window? But that momentary lapse in judgment instantly translates into an enduring, incredibly dangerous hazard left behind in a public space.
Let's shift gears to Section 3, Direct Harm to Cows, the innocent victims.
So the crucial point is, the victims of this specific roadside crisis are cows. This is literally the heart of the message we are exploring today. You see, in many parts of the world, cows graze, walk, or just rest right near public roads. And when they're foraging for food along these roadsides, they just don't have the ability to distinguish between natural vegetation and, say, a plastic wrapper that smells like human food. They ingest the plastic, and their bodies simply cannot process it. It's a tragic situation when you think about it from their perspective.
Let's move to the next point and see how this builds. The mechanics of this crisis basically happen in 3 simple steps. Step 1, the casual act of plastic littering occurs on the road. Step 2, cows, just foraging in their normal environment, encounter that dangerous plastic. And Step 3, direct harm is caused to the animal. It is an unbreakable, direct line from cause to effect.
When we weigh that careless human action against bovine suffering, the true gravity really hits home. It's just incredibly unfair. An animal endures real, severe physical harm, often fatal blockages actually, simply because someone couldn't wait 5 minutes to find a trash can. The sheer disproportion here is exactly why this message is just so urgent.
All right, Section 4, Spreading Public Awareness, the core message.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core motivation behind our source today. The creator's raw, unedited message states, bring awareness in public about the plastic littering on roads is how dangerous, because it causes harm to cows. The drive here is hyper-focused and, honestly, pretty optimistic. The idea is that if people actually knew the specific harm they were causing, they would just stop.
So let's synthesize everything into 4 actionable takeaways. Number 1, stop roadside plastic littering. Full stop. Number 2, recognize the hidden dangers that our small actions create. Number 3, actively bring awareness to the broader public. And number 4, protect cows from this entirely unnecessary harm.
I want to leave you all with a powerful question. The next time you are on the road holding a piece of trash, will you remember who might suffer from your tossed plastic? Our actions do not exist in a vacuum, guys. Every wrapper counts, every choice matters. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Explainer, and I really hope this stays with you the next time you find yourself out on the open road.